Good morning, everyone. Hi, I'm Jay Krishnan from NPTEL IIT Madras. This session is about awareness about NPTEL online courses and how students can benefit from participation in NPTEL online courses. So we have kept the chat window open. You can type in the chat your questions through chat, but please do not spam the chat window because this is a public live stream and a lot of people are watching this, and generally it is a good social etiquette not to spam the chat too much. Okay, how this will go is I'll have a set of presentation with me which I'll be sharing with you through this webinar. In between, I'll pause, and at that moment, I'll come back and I'll say, now you can ask questions. At that point of time, please post your questions in chat. The general idea of this session is to give you a broad overview or sensitize you to the idea of NPTEL online certification. This webinar is not about placement. This webinar is not about how do you select, what kind of course is good for me. It is not a personalized webinar session. It gives you a general awareness. So please keep these in mind while you are asking your questions. Because the number of courses that we have, it is very difficult for me to give a very personalized recommendation and other things during this session. And I also request you to kindly desist from spamming the chat window, because I see there are around 240 people and we expect a lot more people to come in the next 1.5 hours. So if you keep the chat window clean, it will be beneficial for both me as well as you in asking questions and getting appropriate answers. So with this note, let me start my presentation. Yeah, so this is the NPTEL awareness for students. As you know, NPTEL, it stands for National Program on Technology Enhanced Learning. This started as a project, a content creation and repository for self-learning in 2003. So till 2014, we created a lot of content, which means lecture videos, notes, etc., for different technology related subjects or engineering related subjects that are offered in the IITs. So the IIT professors and his or her teaching associates were involved in this process of content creation. There are 6 IITs and IISc that are involved in the NPTEL project. The IITs are listed, their logos are listed: IIT Bombay, Delhi, Guwahati, Kanpur, Kharagpur, Madras, Roorkee, and IISc Bangalore. So from 2014 onwards, so that was the time when the massive open online courses started around 2012. So we use this opportunity to offer certification courses to students. And this particular phase of NPTEL, which is now more popular, it started in 2014. It is still ongoing, and we have seen tremendous response from students across the country. I'll show you the numbers shortly, but the response has been pretty phenomenal. And what we have been able to do with the support by Ministry of Human Resources Development is to provide free learning for students, and the certification costs are very minimal. We were able to minimize the certification costs to ₹1,000 per course. And this is a time where platforms like edX, Coursera, etc., are charging $50 to $60 per course, and sometimes even more as part of their certification charges. And we were able to bring it down significantly for Indian learners. So this is some statistics about the NPTEL current repository. We have 2,200 plus courses, millions of hits in YouTube, more than 44,000 hours of video content alone. Okay, and what this meant is, we, out of the 2,467 courses that we have offered in certification mode from January 2014, we have had 1.24 crores of enrollments in these courses. And out of this 1.24 crore, 11 lakh people have, more than 11 lakh people have written our NPTEL exams. And which means essentially they are, most of them are eligible for an NPTEL e-verifiable certificate. So this, the distinction of this certificate is that this is a certificate issued by the respective IIT or IISc from where the courses have been offered. So with absolutely free cost of learning and a minimal charge of examination, we are able to give you an IIT or an IISc certificate. And these are institutions of premier standing in India, and they are respected worldwide. So that is something that is pretty important that you should understand. So the left side graph shows the growth of our courses. So from 3 courses in 2014, we have grown to 809 courses getting offered in 2020. In the upcoming semester, we have 506 courses that are available for learners to take. So enough diversity is available in the technology, management, humanities, and interdisciplinary areas for you. And what do you mean by a course? So in this, with the pandemic coming, many of you would be familiar with online courses where the your teacher or your instructor would come online in a Google Meet or in a Zoom link, and all of you will be signing on to that. Unlike that online, which is more of synchronous interaction, a massive open online course, or the one which NPTEL offers, it contains pre-recorded lectures. So there are the number of live interactions is very minimal. So every faculty, depending on the course, will come at least once during a month for a live interaction. But generally, a lot of asynchronous learning happens. So this happens through course content, which are in the form of video lectures. There may be PDFs. There may be other kind of resource materials that have been provided in the course. The assignments, there will be weekly assignments. It could be subjective, it could be objective, or for computer science courses, there can even be programming assignments. Okay, and each of these content, whatever we have created, it has its text transcripts, and there may be even lab demonstrations for relevant courses. You can post your questions. Now, even though we say that the faculty is not available, the course team is consistently available in the discussion forum. So there's something called as a discussion forum where you can post your queries, you can interact with other learners in the discussion forum. And this is what our MOOC, the different components of our MOOC are. And as I said earlier, there is a live interaction. So just like how I have come right now, there will be a YouTube streaming of faculty coming live. And like what I'm seeing right now, they will look into the chat and answer your questions. So basically, as a learner, you can post your questions in chat and the faculty answers them back. Okay. What are the different courses? So if you look at it, we have a wide bouquet of courses. So some which are very generic to develop your breadth or your general skill sets. So like in courses from humanities and management, you have the basic and advanced engineering courses, and also very specific job oriented or skill development courses, like the ones which comes from computer science or even electrical engineering. But what is more important is to note that this particular initiative has multiple stakeholders. It is not just students whom we are catering to. We cater to industry, we cater to faculty from different colleges. And the reason why people have a belief in the system is primarily because along with the top quality material that we offer, we also conduct a proctored exam, which increases the credibility of the certification. So any employer, if they see an NPTEL certificate, they will know that this person has gone through a rigorous process of learning and has achieved learning in terms of what do you say, learning through a very tested methodology. Tested methodology in the sense it would be a in-person exam, and that is something that cannot be replaced by any other system, be it online solutions like online proctoring and other kind of what do you say, offline assignments like Coursera and edX have. They all the platforms runs their exams on that platform itself. So the credibility and verifiability of their certificate, it is a lot is dependent on the trustworthiness of the learner. But unlike them, what NPTEL has is we do conduct a in-person proctored exam where the person has to come to the center. So remember your IIT JEE exams or the NEET exams that you see, or even so for example, if you are part of engineering, you will know about GATE exams. It is conducted online now, right? So where people go to a center, examination center, and they write the exam there. The only difference is that instead of pen and paper exam, there will be computer-based examinations, so that it allows results to be published faster and a lot more flexibility when it comes to what do you say, how do you take tests and everything. Okay, so this is what we see in our remote proctored exam, and a lot of industry has great faith in this kind of system, because the testing of skills that happens through this process is much more rigorous compared to a standard online process. I'm not denying that standard online processes offer a lot more flexibility, but this is a time-tested method. Another important thing to note is that NPTEL joins in partnership with colleges across the country through what we call as NPTEL local chapter. So what we have is most of the colleges. So we have around 4,000 different colleges across the country which have come into partnership with NPTEL. What they have is a single point of contact. They allot a single point of contact who may be a faculty or a staff in that college, and they provide dissemination of this NPTEL courses among the students within that college. Of course, it also gives them the feature of adding mentors to the students. So faculty from their colleges can be nominated as mentors for students. This allows the students to have more immediate help while they are learning from the NPTEL online courses. The next and most important part that we have done in terms of partnership is the engagement with several industries. So the industry partnership goes right from something called corporate social responsibility funding, through which they support scholarships for needy learners. And it can go to the extent that some of these industries have co-offered courses with IIT faculty through the NPTEL platform. So courses like IBM's blockchain course, then there was a Google course on cloud computing. There was another course on modern application development with partnership with Persistent Systems. There was a course in civil engineering on glass technology. So a lot of companies are really interested in partnering with IIT professors to offer these courses, so that they can now look for the next set of employees from the crop of students that come out of NPTEL system. There have also been instances where companies have requested as a pool of learners who have taken specific set of courses, so that they can do direct interviews with them. So for example, there have been instances where in offline placements, offline or off-campus placements, some of these what do you say, consulting giants, they have actually asked us to give a list of learners who have cleared a certain set of NPTEL courses with so much percentage of marks. If they've and they have sent out invites for these students for direct interviews, no what do you say, aptitude test or software check, etc. And this gives a more opportunity for students who are invested with the courses, who spend time, who does systematic learning from NPTEL system to benefit through these kind of opportunities. I'll be talking about these in detail later, but this is something that you have to see. So from an NPTEL perspective, you have already seen that we do partnership with colleges, we do engage with industry, and we also engage with policy making bodies. For example, AICT, UGC, which are the premier policy making bodies when it comes to higher education in India. We are in constant touch with them to understand how to better integrate online courses into regular academic curriculum. So this is something that happens regularly, and we have seen that both these entities have come up with rulings which encourage universities to take in at least 20% of credits from the SWAYAM courses. So NPTEL is part of the larger SWAYAM umbrella, and as part of that, the one major rule, what do you say, directive that was given to universities is 20% of credit. So instead of taking what do you say, a course from the college, they can actually substitute it with a NPTEL online course or a course from SWAYAM. Okay, the same credit gets transferred. A little bit on credit transfer, we'll talk of it in the next 10-15 minutes. But this is the kind of involvement that we have with policy making bodies inside the country. So how do you enroll to NPTEL courses? So the first and foremost thing is you have to go to the SWAYAM website, and this is the particular website, swayam.gov.in, and you can click on this, or let's say you have, so let me go to swayam.gov.in. So this is the swayam.gov.in. You can click on the course catalog and select all. So all the courses that are getting offered in this semester is shown over here. What you have to do is category. So there's something called national coordinator, which is the first filter. Okay. So here you select NPTEL, and you can see all the courses which are coming from NPTEL. And if you want to create, look in terms of credit, so these are all the NPTEL courses have credits associated with it. So you can click on any one of the course which you are interested in. So let me just click on advanced computer architecture, and you can see the important thing while selection of courses, I'll come to it, but a short description of the course, an intro video about the course, and the syllabus of the course, what will be covered in each week. And these is the important statistics, I mean important dates, duration, etc. that comes over here, and whom it is suitable to. So this is at a postgraduate level. So there are also undergraduate courses that you can take from here. All you have to do is click on join, and you will be taken inside the course. Okay. So this is the process of joining an NPTEL course. Okay, so now that you know about joining of NPTEL courses, let me now take you through the next important aspects of joining in the courses. So I hope it is visible to all of you. Uh, Something that you have to do after joining the course is follow the course regularly. Based on the duration of the course, every week new set of content will be released. Uh, and there will be assignments also along with the content. You have to submit the assignments within the prescribed due date. There you can ask your any content related question or a course related questions you can ask in the discussion forum, and also you have to engage in the live sessions so that you can directly ask the instructor. Now, this part of it, wherein you learn from the course content, when you learn from the videos, you learn from the assignments, it's absolutely free. You don't have to pay a single pie for this. Okay. However, there is the second part. That means this is the NPTEL online certificate. To get this certificate, you will have to register for the exam. Okay. The registration window of the exam, all these information is available inside the course. The registration opens on 7th January for the upcoming semester, and it is open till 7th of February. You have to fill an exam form and pay ₹1,000 per course. Okay, and once you pay, you will have to do, compulsorily do the assignments also, because there is weightage for the assignments that are there in the course. Minimum 40% weightage you will have to get from the assignments, as well as there is a final proctored exam, the one which I talked about a little while earlier. So that particular exam, as and when the registrations are completed, so we have our exam partner, we have locations across 150 plus cities across the country where these exams are held based on your preferences. So you can fill first, second, and third preference cities where you would want to write the exam. So based on your preferences, NPTEL and our exam partner will allot you to appropriate exam center, and we will release a hall ticket to you. So you can download your hall ticket, come to the exam center and write the exam. Once the exam is done, it is completely online. So the results will be known pretty fast. These results will be verified by us, and once the verification is over, we will publish the results in the same course itself, and the certificates will also be issued. Okay, important thing. So this is the flow of the the life cycle of a course and the certification. Important thing to note is that during your participation, to get the most effective quality learning happen, some basic things that you have to do: you have to prepare notes while you're watching videos, submit assignments regularly, make a habit to go through the discussion forum and look at the various kind of questions being asked over there, and do participate in the live sessions to get your doubts clarified from the instructor. If you do all this, you can be assured of a very good mark in your entire course, because you have done all your things very systematically and correctly. Okay, so this effort from your side is very important, and without this, there is no meaning in participation in an online course, right? Any course for that matter, be it face-to-face course or online course. If you do not put in your effort, then there is no, the value of the certificate that you get. You may just pass the course because you know some parts of the subject, but the real value of the subject, the certificate, comes in the amount of effort that you have put in and the outcome that you get, right, in terms of marks. So if you have put in good amount of effort, then you can be assured of a good return. That is how the courses work. Okay. Now, I told you there are around 500 courses that are there in NPTEL every semester now. So we have already offered 2000 plus courses. In this semester, we have 506 courses. So how do you select one course which you like, okay, or one course which is more relevant to you? So if you are a college student, then something that is very important that you should look for is whether your university allows credit transfer option from NPTEL. So what this means is, like what I said, you show the certificate, then this certificate's mark will go to your mark transcript. So it is as simple as that. Okay. because there is a government ruling, UGC and AICT's ruling, to do credit transfer, 20% credit transfer from SWAYAM courses. So what you have to do is approach your college, approach your department, and ask whether there is credit transfer possibility for NPTEL courses. If it is there, identify what are the kind of rules and regulations. So each college, each university, they have a different set of rules. So based on that, the number of courses that you can take, the type of courses that you can take, everything varies. So this is something that you should really first check before taking up an NPTEL course. Don't worry if your college or university does not allow credit transfer. Okay, this particular courses are for skilling and value addition also. So something that we prescribe in general is do select electives from our course bouquet, such that these electives can be used for your based on your interest, based on your motivation, based on what you want to do after your college. Okay, so the area that you want to specialize after your college undergraduation. So take electives from NPTEL. So like I showed earlier, under the course, you could see the course category, whether it is an elective or a course will be written in that particular preview page, and you can select the electives from NPTEL. Okay, now again, while selecting electives, how do you do it? So you have to look at two parameters. Okay, one, we call it as breadth. Another, we call it as depth. Okay, so think of it as a T. So this is the T model of skill development. So by T, the top half, which is the breadth, it exposes you to multiple disciplines, multiple domains. So look at courses like if you are an electrical engineer, then look for courses from other disciplines, other departments. Okay, so this will sensitize you to those kind of departments. Look at the intro level courses at least. Okay, and this helps you in developing your breadth within the engineering domain. You can also look at generic courses or interdisciplinary courses. So for example, generic course like soft skills or spoken English. All these are built in some kind of value or some kind of skill set along with your technical knowledge, right? And these can be mentioned in your resume too. Okay, because being an electrical engineer, if you have done, let's say, an intro course in computer science, data analytics, data science, machine learning, etc., it adds a lot more weightage. Or let's say you have done electrical, your main is in your main discipline is electrical engineering, but you have done courses from civil engineering and mechanical engineering. It makes you more suitable for the core engineering companies, because you have these various knowledge available with you. The next thing that you have to look at, so we talked of T, so we talked of the top portion of T. The next portion is the depth part of it. So what do you mean by depth? The depth looks at building more conceptual understanding or improving your looking at specialization. So these are ideal for learners who want to pursue higher studies, say a master's education or a doctoral studies. Then look at, so for example, if you're an electrical engineer, look at maybe an advanced course in the electrical engineering domain, maybe advanced power electronics, or let's say VLSI, which is coming as an elective, but you do take advanced courses in VLSI, or communication protocols, 5G communications, etc. So all these are pretty latest trending thing, and you go deep into the subject. So you have your generic communication courses like digital signal processing, communication engineering, etc. And you do these specialized courses, which are either at a PG level or a higher undergraduate level. So this is something that you will have to look at. Another important thing while you are looking at these courses, check whether it is a new course or a rerun course. If it is a rerun course, then you are at more advantage, because the entire course repository is available with NPTEL already. So all the videos, sample assignments, etc. is already available in the nptel.ac.in site. I'll just show you that after this. But essentially the idea is you can get a better understanding of the difficulty level of the course much before you take the course or even think of writing the exam. Okay, also look at the statistics of that course. How many people wrote the exam, how many passed, so that you can have an idea of what kind of difficulty level this course will be pitched at. Okay, so these are some of the important things that you have to remember while enrolling for courses. So I'll just pause it for a moment. What I'll do right now is I'll come back and take certain questions from you. So if you have any questions related to courses, how do you select, any doubt regarding what I mean by depth, breadth, what are your passion and all those things, you can ask at this point. So we'll have a 5-minute where I will take your questions. So you can post your questions in chat. Unfortunately, there are a lot of chats, so I'm not able to take questions from top, but you can actually ask your questions in the chat. Do remember that yes, so many of you are posting chat messages. We have multiple people over here who know multiple languages within our office, be it South Indian, North Indian, East Indian. We have people from across across the country monitoring your chat, and we have also been told that some professionals from companies also log into this session to understand how NPTEL courses work. So whatever you are putting in chat, it is being visible. So remember, if your name comes up in a resume to any of these people, we will know what you have done in these kind of social media or social setting. Okay, so couple of questions. In admission in IIT, how many percentage is required in diploma? So see, admission to IIT depends on what kind of entrance exam you are taking, and it is beyond the scope of NPTEL awareness. You may want to look at IIT JEE and GATE to have a understanding of how to come to IIT. What courses are there for first year and second year engineering students? There are a lot of courses available for first year and second year engineering students. If you want to see what kind of courses are available, let me just show you where the course list is available. Okay, so the course list is available in our website. So go to nptel.ac.in. So let me share the screen. Yeah, so the different kind of courses that are available. So first you have to go to this site nptel.ac.in. Jan 2021 semester, the full course list is available here. Okay, the very first announcement, it is about Jan 2021 courses. You have to click on new tab. So you can see an Excel sheet where the important dates when the courses start, everything is given. You can click on this to download this sheet. The discipline is shown, the name of the course is shown, the institute, the duration, everything is shown over here. So whatever, so first year and second year students, look at whether it is a UG or PG course. So typically a UG level course is good for first and second year students, and typically for first year students I would recommend that you take the more generic courses, the humanities and management courses or the interdisciplinary courses, for you to get an idea of how things work. So these are the kind of courses that are available. You can actually look at what is happening. There are 500 plus courses that are available in with us across multiple disciplines. So I hope I would have answered that question to you, the person who has asked. How many courses can we do in a semester? See, as far as NPTEL is concerned, you can do any number of courses for learning. So even you can enroll in all 500 courses, but the number of exams that you can take, it is limited by the number of exam days. So an exam day, there will be 2 sessions. Okay, there will be 2 sessions and there will be 3 exam days, which means you can get a certification to a maximum of 6 courses. However, if you are from first year and second year, I would advise you to start very small. Start with one course in a semester. And if your college allows credit transfer, one course is typically what even colleges will recommend for credit transfer, as the percentage of credit taken is around 20%. So one course is what I would encourage you to start. Once you understand how NPTEL courses work, how exams work, what all are the important aspects related to NPTEL, then you can go on, take 2 courses, 3 courses, 4 courses according to your requirement. So Aditi Dubey is asking, our college said that it is compulsory to join NPTEL and complete at least 20 credit course. Then I'm confused that what was the duration of completing these credits, whether it's 4 or 1 year. So Aditi, if you are talking of 20 credits, I believe it may be because I don't know whether the colleges mandate that you complete 20 credits. You will have to cross check with your college about this. But as far as I know, no college wants all 20 credits to be taken in a single year. I think it will be spread over 2 to 3 years. I wouldn't expect it to be 4 years, because see, something that we have told all colleges is, do not mandate NPTEL courses in the final year. Because it is a year where graduation and every other aspects related to course completion is there. So if you are stuck with an NPTEL course, stuck due to, so for example, consider what happened in the pandemic. We were unable to conduct an exam. So God forbid something bad happens at that point of time, then you will be stuck for completion of your degree. So ideally, within 2 to 3 years is what we would recommend for you to complete the 20 credits. If it is mandated by your college, again, you will have to cross check with your college about what this mandate means. It also is dependent on what kind of, so is it for honors degree? Is it for credit transfer? That is something that you will have to check with your college. Okay. Can you tell me the main course for CS student in NPTEL? So there is nothing like main course. So we have open courses. You take course based on your preference. We do not, it is not right for us to say, take this course, right? The learning should always happen with your, your passion. It should be driven by the students' interest, students' passion, etc. So that is something that you can do. So this is a generic answer to all those people who are asking me recommendation for courses. I cannot give you a recommended course, because it really depends on you. It really depends upon your effort, how much effort you are willing to put, and how much you would want things to, how do you want to shape your career? How do you want to shape your future? That is what it is dependent on. So we are computer science students, then which course is suitable? Again, the answer will be the same. Biochemistry, which course? So all the people who are talking of different set of courses, let me give you a suggestion. So I'll be talking of something called domain courses in a moment. Maybe that is something that you should look at, the list of courses under domain specialization. That is something that we will recommend to you. Okay, I'm looking at what all are the other questions. How NPTEL course is highly useful. Again, for all those people who are asking recommend a course, this session is not about recommending a course. Okay. It is helpful in jobs. Yes, it is helpful in jobs. Some others we have taken. Okay. Fida Hussein is asking a valid question. How do we know if a course is job oriented course or not? Something that, okay, let me just give you an example of what we mean by a job oriented course. So in every course, there will be something that we say about. So if you go to the course page, okay, so I've already showed you the course page, and in that we have something called industry support. Okay, so if you look at this advanced computer architecture, intended audience is given over here. So intended audience, prerequisites, industry support. So what we mean by industry support is the kind of industries who look at the specific skill sets that you get out of this course. So for each course, the industry support, most of the courses, so I'm not saying each course, so for most of the technical courses, the industry support will be mentioned over there. So the moment you see a couple of industries coming in that particular bracket, it means that this is the skill set that you get out of this course is job relevant. Okay. So let me continue with my presentation. I specifically come to those questions where they ask me for recommendation, what kind of courses you would want to do. I already told you, if you are a first year student, try selecting one course, get a feel for the NPTEL system. Once you understand what NPTEL system is, then the next important thing that I will recommend is taking domain specializations. Okay. So what this is all about, let me just show you that. So we have courses from multiple disciplines and each of them is independent. Okay, so you take a course, you learn from it, you write the exam, you get a certificate for that course alone. Now, there are different percentage of students. So you have 76% students taking out of the total NPTEL learners, 76% of students, and 5% of industry also, 5% from industry also come in. But what we would recommend, if you are doing more than one course, we will highly recommend that you do not stop at just one certificate from NPTEL. Take more than one certificate. That's when it gives you a value along with your degree. And what we would recommend is something called domain certificate. So how domain certificate works? What it does is it guides learners within a specialized area. So for example, there were people who are asking about what kind of courses to select in computer science. So in computer science, we have what we call as artificial intelligence domain, data science domain, programming domain, and foundations of computing systems domain. Now, all these domains, it will have a set of core and elective courses. And this will give you a very specific industry ready or a research ready skill set. And the demand for a domain certificate, now regular pass percentage for an NPTEL course is 40%. But if you want a domain certificate, then it is important that you take more than 60 in each of the course that you are taking. And all these courses have to be completed within 3 years. Then only you get a domain certificate. You don't have to do any more application or anything like that. You have to join these relevant courses. So which all are the domain courses? Let me just give you an example of domain courses. So if you go to the NPTEL page, we have something called NPTEL online courses. So click on this. So this is a single stop for all course related information on upcoming semesters, the different courses, and specifically domain. So I'm just clicking on domain. So we have what we call as a domain booklet. You can download this booklet to read more about it, but just to give you a idea of a sneak peek about the different domains. So we have domains in multiple areas: aerospace engineering, biotechnology, biosciences, chemical, civil, computer science, electrical, faculty, humanities and social science, management, mathematics, mechanical engineering, metallurgy, and materials engineering. And you can see the kind of courses that come. So I'm just taking an example of computer science. Let's say I want to do a data science domain. So these are the core courses that you can take from there. So you can see Python for data science or programming, data structures, and algorithms in Python. So the duration is given, and core courses total a minimum of 60 weeks duration has to be completed, and there are 3 core courses that needs to be completed. The 3 can be from these 6 courses that are already listed here. The either or combination is here. The elective courses are these. So any of these could be your electives. So 3 core courses plus 3 electives, an aggregate of 60 marks. If you achieve, then you can get a domain certificate in data science. Okay, if you are interested, then in Jan 2021 you can enroll in them right now. The previous offering courses, all the information is available over here, so you can click on this to understand what these courses were about, the statistics, etc. And we recommend that if you are interested with us, if you are serious about learning from online, you go through domain certification. Okay. Let me come back to the presentation. The next question is that most of you would be having is, I am from this domain, can I take another domain with NPTEL? So the concept of domain or concept of NPTEL itself is to promote learning without boundaries. Okay, I mean, for example, in your what do you say, in your colleges, you are tied by your discipline, but in online it is completely open. You can take any domain that you want. So for example, look at the domain scholars. So the one on top, June 2019, he was our first domain scholar. His name is Palmer Roy. He completed his domain certification in artificial intelligence in 2019 June. And while he was doing it, he was a second year student, and his what he was taking in his college, he was a mechanical engineering student. So your current qualification, your what do you say, your age, your what you are doing currently, nothing matters for domain. As far as learning from NPTEL, it is just your passion, your sincerity towards work, your systematic nature that finally determines whether you benefit from the NPTEL courses. So this is something that you can do regardless of domain. Just like domain scholars, we have other kind of things called NPTEL stars. There are around 7 NPTEL stars categories. Along NPTEL domain scholar is one such category. So there are 6 more like that, and you can see the description of all these over here. So you have superstars, evangelists, motivated learners, enthusiasts, discipline stars, and NPTEL believers. And a significant commonality between these people is that they have all done multiple what do you say, multiple courses with us, and they are doing pretty well in most of these courses. I will not go deep into that, but having these will help you in something that we do alongside NPTEL for skill development and other things, which my colleague Mr. Balaraju will explain in a short while. This is about NPTEL local chapter. I will not detail it because NPTEL local chapter is a completely different thing. There are these specific things called local chapters, as I told you, the partnerships. And along with that, if you are from different parts of India, we do have regional language translations that are happening. These are sample books that are created in multiple languages. You can continue, you can learn. If you feel that the English is really tough, then we do have these options also with you. Along with that, we do promote internship with IIT faculty. Again, like what I said, your achievement in NPTEL courses, in NPTEL certificate really matters. So for toppers, we do have an opportunity where we check with the faculty who has offered courses. If they have an opportunity for internship with them, we write to the toppers, we get their resume. This resume is filtered by the faculty, and the selected toppers are invited for maximum 2 months duration of internship with NPTEL. Okay, so I mean with the faculty through NPTEL. The details are given over here. You do get a stipend of ₹5,000 for 4 weeks of internship. And this is a certificate of internship that NPTEL provides at the end of it. So the next part of this presentation is about NPTEL Industry Associate. We'll be talking primarily about skilling aspect of it, where we talk of soft skill training and mock interviews that we conduct for NPTEL toppers. So for that, I invite Mr. Balraju, who is my colleague and who handles this particular initiative. Over to you, Bala.
Very good morning to all of you. Just to continue JK's conversation with you, I'm sure many of you are interested in taking online courses with NPTEL, and you're all here. So I want to share with you what we do as part of industry initiative of NPTEL. So we call it NPTEL Industry Associate Program. We have 49 partners till now, and we are adding more partners. We are in the process of signing some more MOUs. So what we do is we work with companies who are interested to co-offer courses with us, where they work with IIT faculty and co-offer courses. Right now we have IBM and Google co-offering some of the courses. Similarly, we also ask companies if they're interested to upskill and reskill their employees, especially freshers. Many of them are interested to upskill their employees who joined just recently in their companies, and we see a lot of them using these courses for themselves. And they partner with us as part of NIA, and they upskill their employees. In addition to this, we also partner with companies as part of CSR support, where they help us with exam fee waiver support through their CSR funds. And we're happy to inform you that we have helped almost 1,12,000 students till date in the last 6 years receive exam fee waiver. When I say exam fee waiver support, they get 50% support for the NPTEL exam. If you're paying 1,000 rupees, you get 50% waiver after you complete your exam successfully, and 500 rupees is given back. And this is given to deserving economically weaker students who are recommended by the colleges. And if you fit into that category, you can request your college to request for support. And this is mainly targeted at semi-urban, rural colleges, women colleges. We want to help students who are keen to learn and also feel cost is a concern and they want support. So this is the purpose of the CSR support. In fact, we have some companies helping us with respect to CSR funding. Similarly, I think other area of interest for us is to help and ensure that NPTEL students are all getting jobs. And most of you have campus placements, or you attend off-campus placements. You will have access to campus placement opportunities or off-campus placement opportunities. But the challenge here is, are you ready for the job interviews? So we actually give you soft skills training as part of NPTEL soft skill training, especially to NPTEL toppers and NPTEL stars. I think JK would have explained you what is NPTEL star, and you can also look at on the website what makes you NPTEL star. So a lot of interested and passionate students who are enthusiastically using NPTEL are classified in various categories as NPTEL stars. Domain scholars is one such category. And so I'll explain more about NPTEL soft skill training as we go forward. Similarly, we are trying to work with companies, trying to see how they can help us with recruiting NPTEL toppers, in addition to the way they recruit through campus and off campus. And we have seen some good progress there. I want to share with you an update that happened with Infosys in the last 9 months. They were actually interested in software engineering specialist role, and they were able to shortlist students from NPTEL toppers. We sent them resumes, then they conducted an online assessment further to our NPTEL certification exam. And they have actually shortlisted some of them, and they conducted an interview, and they finally selected 57 students for a profile of the system specialist role with Infosys, and the salary package is around 5 lakh per annum. And it's very, very good salary package for freshers. And it's indeed possible because of NPTEL certification, and students were not able to just get the job opportunity to attend interview, but some of them were able to get the jobs. And I wish to reiterate, it's not that we want to provide job opportunities for everyone, because you get number of ways to attend opportunities, but what is more important is the NPTEL certification. So if you are certified, I'm sure there are a lot of companies who are going to recognize, and we are informing companies, we are reaching out to companies to inform that you should consider NPTEL students while recruitment. And we're also saying, you check and interview them, then decide whether they are good or not. So to that level, we are trying to promote to companies regarding the NPTEL certification. Similarly, we are also trying to find out if companies have internship opportunities. In fact, I'm sure some of you may be already using Internshala. Internshala is our partner where you can apply for internships, and thousands of students have got benefited in the last few years with internships from Internshala as a platform. They have a lot of companies offering internships. So these are some of the initiatives that we have as part of NPTEL industry initiative, and we are trying to become a platform for companies as well as students, so that both companies and students or learners benefit. So these are some of the initiatives that we have. We've been doing in the last 9 months. One of them is we started conducting exams outside of India. We started doing proctoring remotely, and we started doing exams outside of India. So which is an interesting thing to update you. Almost we have done for 200 plus candidates across 25 countries, you can see, and for 49 exams. Similarly, we are in the process of developing Gate portal with the CSR support from company, and very soon you will see a Gate portal for Gate preparation from our side. And to add to that, I was talking about already internships and job opportunities. We want them to be prepared for the internships and jobs that are coming on your way through campus and off-campus opportunities. And wherever companies ask us, we are also trying to share those requirements. Whenever we have such requirement, you will receive an email with the opportunity, and I'm sure some of you can apply who are eligible for it, because companies have a lot of expectations about the courses that you do, the type of courses, and the your all throughout education qualification, and the kind of percentage you have is important. For CGPA, they expect 70% or 80% or 60% across 10th, 12th, and engineering. So you have to be very prepared for all that. And very important thing, we are trying to soft skills training as part of helping students with respect to training. So one such soft skill training is given to NPTEL toppers and NPTEL stars. I'll explain more about what we do, just skipping some of the slides. So what we do as part of soft skill training is we provide employability assessment. That means we give a benchmarking test which will help students to understand where they stand with respect to employability. Similarly, we do NPTEL live sessions for various students across the country on various topics of soft skills training, and this is streamed on YouTube. That's also of interest to a lot of students. And we do online interactive sessions as well as mock interviews. I'll explain more as we go further. And the whole objective is to give feedback to the student and tell them what are the areas to improve with respect to soft skills, so that they're better prepared for a job. And if you see students who have got jobs already, we do not encourage you to take this soft skills training, because this soft skill training is completely free of cost, and a student need not spend any amount of money for the soft skill training. It's provided by NPTEL for either NPTEL toppers or NPTEL stars, and we regularly send an email to you to update your resume and data. When you update, you come into our database so that we can help you. And we also don't want students from premier institutions like NITs and IITs to take benefit, because you may already have access to such facilities in your campuses. So we want students who actually need this support to take this support, so that they benefit and they eventually get a job. So if you are completing NPTEL certification and you have been a topper, or you are an NPTEL star, we trust and we feel that you're technically very good. And we also want to see that you should actually be eligible to get a very good job. So that's the reason we are keen to give you training in the form of soft skills training, so that you are better prepared for a job interview, so that you actually get a job interview. Correct. And what we do as part of the process, we start with registration, asking you to register for soft skill training. We collect resume database as part of registration. Similarly, we continue giving you live sessions on various topics of soft skills training. Then we give you an employability assessment test, so that you know where you stand with respect to employability. And this is a typical employability assessment test by various companies that are conducted as part of the recruitment process. And followed by this, we conduct online interactive session, and then we do mock interviews. I'll explain more about the interactive session and mock interviews as we go further. So this is about live session that we have done some time ago. We have done live sessions on effective resume writing, how to be an effective communicator, what companies expect while hiring a candidate. And this was the session done by Capgemini HR director. on what companies expect while hiring a candidate. Very, very popular. I think you should search in YouTube, you'll understand this session is very, very popular, and I'm sure you can benefit a lot if you go and look at this session. So, and as part of the online interactive session, the idea is to give you more practice with respect to group discussion, with respect to the interviews that you go and attend. The biggest challenge is most of you have fear, and you may have fever also. When you like exam fever, you'll have interview fever when you go and attend a interview. So the reason is most of you are not having that practice. So the idea is to give you more comfort while attending an interview. So we have an interactive session with an expert, with 10 other students, where you interact and share each other's experiences with respect to your communication skills, with respect to interviews that you have attended, and typical HR questions discussed. So all those points are discussed as part of an interactive session with an expert who moderates the interactive session, and I'm sure it will be a fantastic experience for all of you to go through the session, and each of you will get a personalized feedback after the interactive session. Then followed by the interactive session, people who attend, learners who attend interactive session are given opportunity to attend one-on-one mock interview. The idea is to again give you practice, and you should come with a resume which is well prepared, and an interviewer should be able to ask you relevant questions based on your resume. And most students, we observe that they don't take enough care while preparing the resume. And that's a big danger when you attend an interview, because most of them use your resume as a reference to interview you. If you don't have relevant information captured in the resume, and most of you copy resumes, so you don't capture what you are, you capture somebody else's skills and expertise when you copy a resume. So it's important that you write your own resume. And when you attend the interview, the mock interview here, they ask you typical interview questions that an interviewer will ask you. And at the end of the interview, after 20-25 minutes, and this is done through Google Hangout, and after that, you'll be given personalized feedback so that you can work on and improve. And these are some of the updates with respect to soft skill training that is done by NPTEL in the last 9 months. Around 10,000 students have been given employment assessment, and around 1,441 students have been given online interactive sessions. Then around 716 students have been given mock interviews. So again, you remember these numbers are decreasing in order, just because if you complete employability assessment, then only you are given online interactive session. Only when you complete online interactive session, you are given mock interviews. So we are also gauging the seriousness of learners, so that only the students who really need support and want to get support from us, we want to give. So please be active when you participate in these sessions. Only when you complete each of them, you are eligible for the next level of training from us. And these are some of the reasons that we have received from learners when we asked why are they taking our soft skills training. You see, majority of them want to get a very good job in a good company. Similarly, many of them are preparing for competitive exams. So, and we constantly take feedback so that we refine our soft skills training. And this is an interesting data I want to share with you. Many of you may think, what is the benefit of doing NPTEL courses? And everybody is talking about SWAYAM, everybody is talking about NPTEL. My college faculty are encouraging us to take NPTEL courses. So in fact, we also have that, doubt, how is it helping? So in fact, we did a survey in maybe in 9 months ago, April 2020, we did the survey with colleges. NPTEL works with more than 4,000 colleges, and we ran a survey and to understand the impact of NPTEL courses on the employability of students in their colleges. So this is the response. You can see 82.9% of them say NPTEL courses have impact on their employability of the students. And similarly, when we asked, how is it impacting? So all of you know, when you do a certification, I want to repeat what JK said. Though the courses are offered online, but the certificate is given based on an in-person exam. That means the evaluation is very high quality. And you all should remember, once you do an in-person exam of an IIT standard, you are well prepared and you are technically more confident about yourself. And that's what is obvious in the research that we did with colleges, where we asked them, are students who are doing NPTEL courses more confident in cracking technical interviews or technical assessment? So 93.8% of them said they are actually better and they are more confident. And which is very, very important for all of you to note. You should all do courses so that you become better confident when you attend interviews, and you're in a better position to present yourself in an interview, so that interviewer will say, okay, you are the person I want to recruit. See, there are a lot of people graduating every year, million students graduating every year, and especially I'm talking about technical domain engineering. So the competition. I don't have to tell you. And when they interview, they want best of the students to be their employees. So why should they recruit you? I think this is one of the reasons they should recruit you, because you are well qualified and you are more confident. And we also asked little more details. Are NPTEL toppers performing better in off-campus and campus placements? Again, you see, this is also additional recognition if you are an NPTEL topper. And this is the reason you should be a topper in NPTEL, because the performance in campus and off-campus placements will be very good. And this is not rocket science to give you the statistics. This is to give you additional information to tell you that if you do NPTEL courses sincerely, and if you are a topper in NPTEL course, it will help you in jobs. And more than it will help you, you will be more confident and you will present yourself better, and you will actually get a job. We will enable you to get a job. It's not that we will give you jobs, but we will enable you to be ready for facing a technical interview, and we will enable you to be more confident. And the moment you are confident, I'm sure you will do any interview very well. And you will also have confidence because you did a certification from an IIT. And similarly, if you are a topper in a certification from an IIT, imagine your confidence level. You will do well. And similarly, an interviewer seeing your NPTEL certification from IIT and so and so course immediately will jump and ask questions on that. And the moment they see you as a self-learner who's very, very motivated and disciplined, they all want to recruit you. Why don't they be interested if they feel okay, he's very, very serious and studious and very sincere and technically good, and they will definitely recruit you. And if you think you are weak in soft skills, or maybe you're weak in communicating, you should be part of our soft skill training, improve yourself. And if your college has something like that, please take advantage of that. But the idea is you should be ready completely for a job, and eventually get a very good job with very good salary. And that's our goal, to help you to enable you to be ready for career. And NPTEL is all there to help you to build your skill. And that is the purpose of being part of NPTEL. And that's why we are here to tell you how NPTEL can give you a better advantage when compared to other students who are attending the job interview. Imagine a context, everybody is attending interview. I'm sure your class, all of them will attend interview, and all your batchmates and many students from better colleges will be attending interviews. So why should a recruiter recruit you versus any student from any other college, or a good student with good percentage in their academics? Why should they recruit you? So the unique value will be your NPTEL certification, your score in the certificate. If you're a topper, then if you're an NPTEL star, if you're a domain certified scholar. So it depends on what all you will add to your profile and your resume to make it attractive, for somebody to recruit you. And you want better salaries, be prepared to have better skills, because salaries are directly proportional to skills. And always remember, it's not the other way. Because you are getting good salary doesn't mean you're having good skills. So, and nobody will pay you just because you are interested to get good salary. They will not give you. So it is because they will have a lot of benefit, because you have better skills, they will give you salaries. So remember, those of you who think I want very high salaries, and I know many of you will dream of getting good salaries. It's a very good vision and dream to have, but also you need to achieve it by having right skills for yourself, and also right profile on your resume, which attracts interviewers to look at you and say, oh, I want to interview you. Oh, you're very good, I want to select you. So with NPTEL, we want to help you with that profile building activity, and we want to see that you all do well in your career. Wish you all the best. Now it's Q&A time, and over to JK. JK is with me here. I'll also be happy to take some queries on training or placement, whatever you may have. Yeah.
So I'll stop sharing for some time, and we'll just go through YouTube queries. Okay, so I'll start with the first set of question. I'm a CSC student, have an interest in cybersecurity. Are there any related courses available? Please go to the NPTEL. So any questions related, whether this course is available, that course is available, go to nptel.ac.in. The very first notification over there is the January course list. So you can actually see whether the course is available or not. Okay. What percentage of marks is required for getting NPTEL certificate after completing the course? You need a minimum of 40%, 40% both in the online assessment as well as the proctored exam. Okay, so this both the criteria are required. This is detailed in how the marks are distributed, is detailed in each course, because based on the course, the criteria might slightly, how the assignments are taken might slightly vary. I am a BCA first year student. Please tell me, how can this course help me in my career? Any NPTEL, any course gives you a set of skill set. Okay, that skill set is what helps you in your career. Wherever you go, you require a certain set of skill set, be it employment, be it higher studies. What these will ensure is you get that right set of skill set and the right levels at the right levels. That is what these courses help you with. How much money I have to pay for a technical course on NPTEL? See, for learning, it is absolutely free. For certificate, it is 1,000 rupees per course per exam. So I hope I have answered that fee related question. Is exams center spread across all cities in India? Yes, we have more than 150 examination centers, right from Jammu and Kashmir to even in Andaman and Nicobar Islands. So we have more than 150 cities where these exams are getting conducted. And if we see a pattern where more number of people register for exam early, that means, so our examination window is open from tomorrow till February 7th. So by the first mid-January, if we see a particular city is very high in numbers, we can actually try to arrange for an examination center over there.
So there is one question on if I take these courses, will it be enough for GATE preparation? So all of you should remember, GATE is all about testing the fundamentals you have learned in your undergraduate course. And if you are taking courses with NPTEL, definitely it will help you with GATE preparation. But one thing you have to remember is NPTEL courses will teach you fundamentals, but GATE exam is also test of speed and accuracy. So you also need to practice a lot with respect to GATE problems, taking previous year questions and try to solve them so that you understand how good you are in solving the problems in time, trying to apply your knowledge quickly and trying to solve the problem. So practice is very important in addition to taking NPTEL courses. And we also want to tell you, at least for 5 branches, CCE, CSE, EEE, mechanical and civil, we are going to come up with GATE portal very soon. Maybe another 6 months you'll have something to log in and start learning from the portal. But having said that, you are already having a lot of courses which will help you learn fundamentals for GATE. And please take up GATE courses. And I say GATE courses, NPTEL courses which have relevant syllabus with GATE. So a lot of fundamental courses in each of the departments will be relevant for GATE, and take up those fundamental courses. And I'm sure you will have a lot of impact on your GATE preparation. But in addition to NPTEL courses, you also need to have a lot of practice, which is very, very important. And once you have practice, I'm sure you'll be able to do. And we have seen a lot of students who have taken GATE courses and actually were able to crack. But remember, practice is critical because competitive exams are competitive in nature. So you need to be very fast and quick and accurate in solving problems. And once you have that practice, I'm sure all of you will do. Wish you all the best.
Yeah, so there are questions. You are from XYZ domain. How will I get benefited? So the answer is the same straight thing. The kind of skill set that you get from an online course, that is going to help you to pursue your passion, to pursue your interest. And that is what even NPTEL helps you with. The add-on that you get with NPTEL is, if you perform really well, we also have additional programs like this soft skill training, spoken English, mock interview, etc., that can help you be prepared a little bit more. But for that, you need to be consistent with NPTEL courses. We need to know that you are putting in the effort. That's when you will get all those invites and those kind of opportunities. Indra Shekhar is asking, can we complete any course before the decided time period or multiple courses at a time? So let me answer this question individually. So the content is released every week, which means that you will have to wait for the 12th week to complete the 12th week's content. So if I release a 12th week content, its assignments will also be released in 12th week only. So anyway, if you're taking a 12-week course, you will have to anyway complete till 12 weeks to learn from that course. So taking multiple courses at a time, definitely. So we have had a lot of learners who write 3, 4, 5, and 6 exams with us. So these are on top of what they generally do in their own colleges. So along with the 6 or 7 courses that they do in the college, they also take 6 to 7 courses from NPTEL, which means it is doable. But I would recommend that you do it after you get an idea of what NPTEL is by taking 1 or 2 exams in the first year. After that, try doing multiple courses at a time. There is Kritika who is asking, I'm a second year English department. How can this course help me in my career? Kritika, so you have to look at the kind of courses and the kind of skill set that each course gives you. Since you're from English department, it will be interesting for you to look at some technical courses. So, I mean, it is very difficult in general for students from liberal arts to take up technology or technology related courses, primarily because their interest is not there, or I mean the opportunities are very less in liberal arts to pursue the technology kind of mindset. But I can see, for example, English students, I see a fantastic career for documentation experts. So every software, so I'm talking from a software or even a hardware perspective, requires a very good documentation of it, so that how to use that software or hardware is known to the user. Now, depending on the software, depending on the kind of platforms that use, this documentation can vary. And in fact, if it is a very big project, then documentation is required even within companies also. I mean, every company, their target product, they have to keep a very good documentation in. And many a times, you need an appropriate mix of language and technical skills to prepare a good software documentation. We have seen a lot of people technical, they may be really good technically, but their English may not be as good as their technical skills. So they may need somebody else. So I have been working in a company where there was a specific role of documentation writer. They use their own programs, their own applications to prepare these documentation, and that will be like I mean, this is just one example that I can give you where I see your skill set would be really good, and if you add on that technical skill set from, let's say, NPTEL, then it will help you in your career a lot. Okay, so I just missed the question. There are a lot of, please ask the question only once. I see that same person is posting multiple questions again and again. We will come to your question. What you are, what you're doing right now, you are not allowing others to post your question, and this is not a good behavior when it comes to a social media venue platform like YouTube live stream. I saw something related to CSC department, but yeah, I'm not able to. Yeah, can CSC students start NPTEL courses from first semester? See, that's what I said. We have had a 7th standard student write our exam. So please do understand, learning does not have any age requirement. Online learning does not have any age requirement. Even so, like the 7th year student, you can start anytime. There was an 86-year-old lady who wrote German 1 and German 2 exams with us last December. So age is just a number when it comes to online learning. So Deepak Verma, if I had done BTech in electrical engineering, NPTEL course in computer science, can I apply for placement in computer science? Of course. I mean, see, placement agencies would have their own, I mean, placement companies would have their own requirements. So it is really dependent upon what kind of company you are applying to. And see, NPTEL does not conduct placement drives. Let me be very clear about it. NPTEL is a skill developing platform. It develops your technical skills. It provides other opportunities so that you can develop other skills associated with knowledge. Okay, along with knowledge, it also develops other soft skills, tangible skills that you can use in placement. But we never conduct placement of our own. This is only a learning portal. Okay. I want to appear for GATE 2023. I think GATE preparation already Balraju has already explained the technical course part of it. It will help, but you need to have consistent practice for you to what do you say do well in a competitive exam like NPTEL GATE. So Siddiq is asking, we will complete these course within our academic year. See, it really depends on what purpose you are taking the course. So will we, do you have to complete all the courses within academic year? So every course in NPTEL, it runs in a semester mode, and the exams for that particular semester is tied to the course that is being offered in that semester. So if you take a course in this semester, its exam has to be written in that semester itself. If you either fail in that exam or you miss out on registering for that exam, there is no second chances in that semester. You have to again take that course, again do the assignments online, and then apply for exams again. And when it comes to your regular courses, it is completely up to you when you want to do it. Like I said, age is just a number. You can take NPTEL courses at any point of time, whether you are a college student, whether you are passed out, whether you are 50+-year-old, whether you are not even enrolled in university, it doesn't matter. Okay. Which months are these exams conducted? Anisur Haq, please go to nptel.ac.in. For the January semester, we conduct exams in March and April typically. For July semester, we conduct exams somewhere between September, October. The exact dates for the exam is available in our time list, in the course list. You can take it from there. So Shubhajit Mondal, when will internship begin for CSE students? See, internship is completely dependent on the time availability with the instructor who is offering internship, and not everybody will be able to join this. What we do is we check with the instructor if they have an option for intern, and if that internship opportunity exists, what we will do is we will then send out the invite to the toppers of the course. Only to the toppers of the course, we'll ask them to submit their resumes, and this resumes will be forwarded to the instructor, who will then shortlist. So it's not just enough to top, you need to have an appropriate resume to get this internship. This is where we talk of multiple skill sets. Take multiple NPTEL courses to show that you are very committed, you are a very good self-learner, you have self-regulation, because these are the kind of skill sets that employers, companies, etc., or even instructors who are offering internships looks up at. Okay, so there are a lot of repetitive questions. I'm just ignoring those repetitive questions. I hope please do not spam. Please do not spam the question, the chat stream, because see, we have around 200 others who want to ask questions. So by spamming this particular chat stream, you are denying them an opportunity to ask a question. Even if they ask, because of this big chat stream, their question is getting submerged. So again, I am studying first year BSc Botany. Please look at our course list. Maybe we may not have too many botany related courses. We may have multiple courses in biosciences and other kind of streams. It is a technical, more technical management and humanities oriented. Look at courses that you think you will be comfortable with. Okay. Duration of the technical courses. So our courses are of 4-week, 8-week, and 12-week duration. So you can select 3 types of courses. So 4-week means approximately a month. 8-week means 2 months, and 12-week is typically 3 months. When this class over, see, you can go out at any point of time. It is a webinar, but I think we'll be open for another 5 minutes for taking in questions, after which we'll close this webinar. Okay, if so the Soumya Sri, you are asking forest and their management course is elective. Is this course useful for botany student? Please look at the course syllabi, look at the curriculum, and then decide whether it will be useful for you. Then it makes, so how do you select a course is depending on what kind of skill sets you want to develop. How do you want to progress? What kind of career that you are looking at? A lot of these factors have a big impact on the kind of courses that you would want to select. That's why I gave you a checklist earlier, how to select courses, and how to, and don't just look at your domain courses. See, your domain courses you are already learning from a college. You will have opportunity to learn similar domain courses. 500 courses from different disciplines. This gives an opportunity to look at what other disciplines, what kind of courses are available in other disciplines, how that is relevant for you. All these things are there. Okay, Biman Das, our college has not mentioned any course for first semester, but we want to start courses from first semester for getting points or certificate. What to do now? See, for getting certificate, you can start at any point. Now, because the college has not mentioned that they will not use it, it means it's their policy. College policy is that for first semester, they will not do credit transfer. It is completely up to the college and university for framing those rules. Now, if you want certificate, if you want to get skilled, it is completely upon you. You can take one course from your side, learn from it, make sure that it is not getting overloaded. Okay, because you took an NPTEL course, your regular semester learning should not be affected. So make sure that you maintain the balance and then do the course with us. Kalai Selvi is asking, sir, I'll write IAS exam after completing BSc. So NPTEL certificate will be helpful to me, and how? I don't know whether NPTEL courses will be helpful for you, because NPTEL gives you a one more skill set, technical skill set. So it depends, really depends on the kind of subjects you choose as mains and optionals, electives, etc. when you write your IAS exams, right? And maybe in your IAS interviews, you can talk of that. And see, I mean, something that you have to understand is any kind of knowledge is worthwhile, right? I mean, learning anything is good regardless of wherever you go. Now, how you make use of it is completely up to you. So that's why I said, I mean, we are not here to give you suggestions on placement, suggestions on how to go through competitive exams with NPTEL. We are about here, this entire session is about sensitization of about NPTEL or online courses, and how these could skill you up and add something more valuable in your already rich resume. So Priyanka Kumari, on the same note, which course? I mean, I think that is a wrong question to ask. The question to ask is, what kind of skill set would you need to crack interviews? So based on that, you select the course. Any course. So Krishnendu Datta, fees for domain courses, any course, learning is absolutely free. Learning from NPTEL is absolutely free, only for exams. So the moment you are writing exams, pay 1,000 rupees per course per exam. Siddiq Siddiqui saying the NPTEL exams are lie at on the SEM exam. I did not understand, but if I can guess, I think what you're saying is whether it coincides with the semester exam. It may or may not. It really is dependent upon universities. To some universities, whenever they release out the timetables, we definitely do write to universities and they try to accommodate NPTEL exams accordingly. The NPTEL exams happen on Saturdays and Sundays, and I'm hoping that many universities exams will not happen on Saturdays and Sundays. Any courses I have selected, then how to apply for first SEM? Abhishek Chaudhary, the question is not clear. If your question is how to apply for courses in first SEM, the process is saying join the course, write the exam, get the certificate. Your regular college education is completely separate from NPTEL courses. You continue doing your regular college education. This is like a add-on to your regular college education. So Jeet Das, I've already answered this question. Please rewind the stream approximately 5 minutes or 6 minutes back, or even 10 minutes back. I've repeated this question's answer multiple times. It would be worthwhile looking into it. Saravanan is asking, course selected by us must be elective or any other. There is absolutely nothing stopping you from taking any type of course. Okay. When I say electives, it is only for those people who are looking at transferring credits or who wants to pursue different kind of streams than what they generally do in their college. Pranesh Krishna, please look at the course list in nptel.ac.in. That is the very first link that is available in that page. The entire course list is available. So looks like we are coming to the end of the session. I see almost repetitive questions. We do conduct these sessions multiple times in a week. If your question is not answered till now, please do visit the live stream tomorrow. We'll be taking up more questions over there. Obviously, we'll try to filter out our presentation so that most of your questions get answered. What do you say? You have better idea about NPTEL courses, what NPTEL courses is all about. If your college is not already a local chapter, please check with your college authorities. Encourage them to become an NPTEL local chapter. There is no fees associated with NPTEL local chapter. All they need is a letter written to NPTEL office and they can be part of this wonderful initiative. So let me thank all of you who have joined. Around 250 people had joined this particular session. Thank you for spending your time with us. With this, I will now close this session. And a big thanks to all of you. Have a great day ahead. Have great learning. Join in NPTEL courses. Have a great learning sessions with us in the days to come. Thank you.